Good morning, everyone. I guess it's time to work. I love sitting out here. This glider set that we got, my husband and I enjoy this every evening. This spot in our yard where we can turn and see the garden and just the trees, and it's just kind of peaceful sitting here. I got these from Amazon and I really love them. They're gliders, both of them. It's just a nice little glide, and it's pretty easy to put together. I did a video on putting them together, but first off, I want to let you know I am an Amazon affiliate. Doesn't mean I work for Amazon or anything like that. It's just I can review things that I buy and share it with you. And I do get a kickback from it. If I link it in my video and you use that link to go to this product and purchase it, I get a little bit of a kickback from that. So I just want you to know that, but I'll be showing you some of my favorite things, some that are very helpful to gardening and just life itself. I'll be sharing with you and putting a link in my description, and you can go to it and it'll take you right to the product that I showed you, and you can purchase it. So yeah, they glide real nice, and it also has a hole for the umbrella if you want an umbrella. I just love them. I really like them. So if you're looking for something like this is perfect. The seats are a little low. He likes sitting here. We sit here every evening after he gets off work, and just enjoy the outdoors in a cool spot. And there you have it. But let's get busy because I need to fertilize today. I need to fertilize my tomatoes, and I'm going to go through and fertilize everything. I'm going to go ahead and put a little fertilizer on the beans as well. The lettuce I'm not going to worry about too much because I'm going to take the lettuce and spinach out. All I've got left is the romaine and a little bit of the Vivian and the spinach. And there's not a whole, the spinach grew back a little bit, and I'll just add it to the spinach that I bought at the store and use it that way. But I'll pull out all these plugs and roots, and that way we'll just have onions in here, and I think they may do a little better too, not having to fight for nutrients and stuff. I think we might have onions this year. We haven't been able to grow onions with my garden in the past, because usually in the spring we get torrential rains and it just floods this and it rots them all. And last year I tried them down here more and they still rotted. But this year we've been in a drought and we haven't had those torrential rains, which, in a way it's good to have that moisture. But most of the time, when you get real torrential rains, it just runs off and it doesn't go down in the ground like it should. It ends up being in the middle of the yard. I keep telling my husband, one of these days we're going to wake up and we're going to have a little stream going through here. Wouldn't that be pretty? A little flowing stream. Because when we get those torrential rains, that's what it looks like, a flowing stream right through the yard. Anyway, I'm going to get busy with fertilizing. That's the first thing I need to do. I don't need to water. I might water my tomatoes after I put the fertilizer on, but it's still pretty wet. We got like 4 inches of rain last week, and it's still pretty wet in here. Definitely the flowers don't need it. They don't need the rain, because I think this one over here, that dahlia that I showed you, that was all floppy yesterday, I think it got too much. You know, I put it in my plant app, and it said either too much water, not enough water, or it could be the sun, and maybe I got the leaves a little too wet and the sun burnt it. I don't know, but it looks good up here. The stem is good, everything looks good, so I think it's going to be okay, and I think it's going to go ahead and produce. So, always weeding, always weeding. One other thing, I mulched this. I have a video of mulching this, and I was wanting to get some more of these. I've got taller ones. I didn't realize that. I have taller ones and shorter ones, but I really love this. I needed to get some more of them. But I had these, and I thought I can do this. Almost goes clear to the end of my garden, my flower garden. I'll use these for the veggie garden. So I'll put those up today. They were just sitting in my tote. One of them's got a cracked top, so I'm not going to use it. And then this one's missing a leg, but it'll be fine. I'll put it down to the ground and it'll be all right. So anyway, we're going to get busy here real quick, and I'm sorry to say my filmographer, videographer, he's 9 years old, so he's more interested in going to the pool and stuff like that. So that's okay. We will get through this. We'll get through this. We can do it. I can do it myself. It's not a huge deal. It would be nice when I'm planting, and maybe when I do, maybe he'll come over and help me do that. Let's get started on this. I got it pretty much all a little fertilizer. I just threw what I had left in the bag here with the onions. But I got the beans, the tomatoes, the dahlias. Ooh, that's got a lot. I'm going to throw some more of that over here. Let's put it through here. Just a little. We should have pretty good soil in here. I mean, I'm growing mushrooms like crazy. So anyway, but the tomatoes looked a little sad. So what I'm going to do, it doesn't really need watered. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray it down a little bit to wet that fertilizer to get it started. And I'll be done fertilizing this garden. I have one more bag. I don't think these really need fertilizer. I might put a little bit on my bleeding heart, But isn't that this is so nice and pretty and shaded in the evenings? It would be nice to have a little bench here too. Just something, nothing extravagant, just, you know, a couple comfortable chairs or something. Because we used to sit here when we had the pond all the time. We had goldfish in there and frogs and all kinds of stuff. It's just, I miss my pond, but it just got to be too much work. You know, me and my husband, we're getting old. We gotta switch it up to something a little easier on ourselves, because every fall I had to catch the goldfish, and I had a small aquarium inside, and I put them in that aquarium. Then we tried to use the heat. My husband got a heater, but he forgot to put it in time, and the goldfish all froze. But by the next year, the new plastic we put in there wasn't very good, and it got a hole in it, and we just said, you know what, neither one of us are good enough to keep doing this every year. Let's make something that's a little easier. So I just got this cute little fountain. I love that fountain. I just absolutely love it. It's so cute. And I got my little froggies. Anyway, I did mulch over here too. That looks a lot better. I might put a little something up in front of here, a little gate. But and my little volunteer impatient thing of it is, I think I did have 3 that I wanted to plant out here, and one of them rotted. I thought it rotted or something. It just died. So I probably threw it back there for it to compost, but look, it came back. It says, I'm not dead, I'm not dead. Good grief. Up here, I may do a little, well, a lot of these plants I put in new, so they had fertilizer when I put them in. So they should be good. But now it's time for me to water a little bit this morning, especially up here. It needs a little water, I think. Let's see how dry it's gotten. Yeah, it's pretty dry in there. Lots of ants this year. And weeds. Ants and weeds. I might give it a little spray, especially for the hydrangea and lamb's ear. But this is blooming out so pretty. I probably should put that orange one in the front so it, well, it has the white. Let's see what it looks like from the front. I usually do my containers towards me, you know, which is usually, yeah, when those impatiens grow a little more and get rooted in, I think it'll be pretty. They should spread out and get bigger, much bigger, so that'd be pretty around there. The white and the dark pepper plant, yeah. Ooh, the coreospis is really growing up in here. We may get some blooms from them later. I don't think I'm going to get any blooms from my rose bush, doggone it. She doesn't seem to want to bud anymore. Everything's looking pretty. This pretty. It needs to grow up a little bit. I love it when they finally root in and start getting new growth, and it's really pretty. Amaranth, they're all blooming. They've all got their blooms on them. Just take you a quick look around. when the sun hits this, oh my goodness, look at all of these that will be blooming today. I'll have to bring you back. 1, 2, 3. You know, they only last a day or two. They are gonna be crazy. 1, 2. I know those will bloom back out. I don't know about those. There's one that'll bloom today. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There may be like 12 today. Yesterday was 9. The day before it was 8. More and more all the time. I hope my little petunia blooms out. I want to see what she looks like. I know she's purple, but I like to see what she looks like. Everything in the pots and the containers look like they're doing okay. I took the apomia out, and I found out that it only gets about 6 inches tall, but it spreads, it vines outward. And I didn't realize when I set that pot of potato vine, sweet potato vine, it wouldn't vine out, but this one should. Wouldn't that be awesome? Is when this vines out, and I can put some through the trellis, and they'd have these really pretty blooms on them. I can't wait to see what happens with it. Can't wait. And it is in the sweet potato vine family. And my zinnias are all coming up. It's kind of dark back here, but I think they're going to be okay. They get afternoon sun. They get some good afternoon sun. Colliuses are all looking good. Looking pretty. I'm going to plant these. I'm going to plant these little marigolds. They're just not doing good in here at all. I need to get them in the ground. And I'll get the rest of my herbs in the garden along here. Garden, I'll just do that. That way I won't have anything in front of here except the big containers. I'll just, I may put the geraniums in the middle here and have the half-barrel containers on each side. And I think that'll clean it up a little bit. Thanks so much for following with me. Don't forget, check out that link for those glider set. It's a real nice one. It's not too bad to put together either. All right, you guys. See you later and have a wonderful day. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.